Next up today is Fake It to Make It demos, 2012 to 2022. The one that sticks out to me is the original ArcCorp demo, where they were like, "Yeah, this is the real thing," and then they were like, "No, it was actually fake the whole time." Or the 2019 demo of AI walking off a ship, and they still can't even do that. So, let's check this out from Golgot 100. Fake It to Make It demos 2012 to 2022.
We have been able to do already a lot of work, which is why we can show you not just concept art and the cinematic trailer, but an extensive demo of actual gameplay.
One of the things that I like about crowdfunding is cutting out the politics and the noise of the big publisher, and you're dealing directly with the people that want to experience the game that you're making.
Unlike with a publisher, you can't pull the wool over their eyes, because
I love having no accountability, and you pull the wool over our eyes every day.
It's the real people who are going to be playing it. If you're a publisher, you can visit me, and I can show you the milestone, but you have no idea if behind the scenes, I've got it jury-rigged or whatever.
So we can't fake it. So a lot of times in development with the publisher, you sort of say, "Oh yeah, we made our vertical slice," but no one from the publisher is actually like looking at your code and seeing that you completely like gummed it up together at the back to make your milestone, which is that's a very typical developer trick. Whereas this, when you deliver to the community, you can't get away with it. It's got to work on their machines.
I see that point of view. Okay. He means like the patches.
Yeah, this is all in the engine, by the way, running live.
Man, this was one of, like, this was just before the turning point. This was the game that I bought. This is where there were loading screens. This is where there were cutscenes to get down to planets. This was a Chris Roberts game. And then something happened. I wish force reactions looked that good.
Eric, why are we not on? Were you on in space? Sorry, we had to work flawlessly in practice. Okay, we're gonna restart. Okay, we're gonna do it again. Restart.
Well, at least you know it's real. He fell out of the ship.
Warning.
Dude, Comerl is seething right now. Absolutely seething. One of the things that drives him insane is that they still haven't delivered the update where, like, you can vent atmosphere from a ship. Yeah, mag boots were a thing back then. Oh my god.
By entering Area 18, you agree to abide by all laws and regulations set by ArcCorp and the UEE. Any violation will result in immediate prosecution.
I remember being one of the first people.
You're clear to go.
At Area 18.
Exit the checkpoint.
That's the section that we were doing. Bring the volume down a bit, by the way.
All copy. I'm good to go. Touchdown on 2, people. Ready up. Oh, that asshole ain't gonna go with him, sir. Might want to wake up Barnes then. Hey, Barnes. Is 9 o'clock getting you straight? Keep on the POE. Life leader, that was life of us here. Let them down.
A Star Marine, right? Oh, God. No, not this, guys. This was the cringiest thing I'd ever seen, I think. This is heads on a swivel, isn't it? The RP.
I think everyone's going to be really happy when they finally get to play this thing, you know, I guess early next year sometime.
We decided to go from playable demo to video to kind of, you know, cater to a little bit different audience. But a lot of the work that you saw or the stuff that's in that landing zone is actually going to be stuff that we're using in game. So it's really cool.
That released in the end of 2016.
That we're finally on track to be, you know, keeping the stuff that we're doing in the game and preserving, you know, the work that we're doing and not just in demo mode so much. You know, I think we're all pretty excited about that. But
that's a big thing. 2016 Gamescom was the last Gamescom demo they did. So, you know, about a year or so after he said that, all they did was make demos. They didn't make the game back then. And yeah, that was a bad thing. Now they make no demos, and the demo is the game, which is so much better. So much better. Is way better situation now than we've had in previous years. I'd rather have a CitizenCon where devs do a PowerPoint and we actually get fairly regular updates than what we were getting in these days, which was nothing but bullshit waste of time demos of something that'll never happen, might happen, but something that hasn't happened in literally 8 years now. And they totally have the ability to. All these features exist in the game.
Astro Armada, which is where we're by a ship. But this is sort of very much about, you know, with us, yes, it's taking a bit of time, but we're really trying to craft
completely fake. Every bit of that
we
was
have
fake.
Specific limb damage, so you can be wounded
or it was
in your
completely
leg,
reworked. May not have been fake.
Or you can have your arm shot, and then you can only use one-handed weapon instead of a two-handed weapon. Whoever's playing the heavy can have holograms. Anyone a heavy marine? Aaron, you're heavy. If you hit G, it should deploy a hologram.
That was complete. That game they played there, as far as I understand, completely scrapped. That was the Ilphonic game, and they've remade Star Marine for their own thing, and we still don't have gadgets yet.
To show you it's not cancelled, that it's in development and exists, and it's all same part of the systems that we're using. So it'll take the time. We're hoping to have that for
1
you
year
guys
from then.
before CitizenCon.
1 year from that point, it released.
Okay. Turn the panel on. This is going to enable the gravity in the Retaliator.
The helmet kept popping off. I could not get the helmet would just do whatever it wanted to. Sometimes it would like shift up, sometimes it would just shift down, sometimes it wasn't there at all. Worked on one character, didn't work on another character, switched out the helmet. Oh man, those helmets, the bane of my existence for that demo.
Since our last Gamescom demo last year, you know, we talked a little bit about multi-crew, but that was just kind of more of what we wanted to do, more than what we had actually done.
So this is sort of the level of attention.
Still talk about what they want to do.
Which also is, by the way, the Idris everyone will fly in the persistent universe.
Everyone will fly in the persistent universe.
Why don't we actually get something together for CitizenCon that's going to be a demo to showcase all the cool stuff that we eventually want to deliver to the backers in their hands and game. Part of that was actually just getting together a lot of Chris's vision.
Because we always try and push, get as much in as we can, there's always a risk that you end up breaking things.
And we were pushing and pushing so much that, you know...
As it was running, I was quite terrified that a ship was never going to come out of quantum travel or quantum travel through a planet.
It turned out in the end the game
well, that still happens today, brother.
Stable. You know, considering it was a demo for an event, it was very, very solid.
They've been killing themselves.
This is an interesting question from the chat, so I'll stop. I'm not going to pretend like I know, but realistically, how long should this game take to develop? Nobody knows, because nobody's crazy enough to make a game like this. So there's no comparison to make. Nobody makes a game while supporting a live release, and it's really basically just dumb. They're making a game backwards, and it looks really pretty. It's got tons of potential if they could deliver on it, but there's no time. Nobody would really know. And yeah, I think most people doubt that it will ever truly be complete in the state that they kind of have put out there that it will be in.
Practically for, you know, sort of couple of weeks run up to it, to get that out there and actually see the results.
So it looks like there's been full decompression and it's vented inside.
Man, I was here live for this. You're gonna hear me screaming. I was so excited back then. You know, it was only 2 years in at that point.
So, find anything good? If you don't mind, I'll just have a look myself.
That doesn't sound very good. Don't know about that. What do you reckon, guys? Ups to daisy. Looks like we got double crossed. Damn it! That's the end of the demo. We are going to go to the demo. This is all 100% live in the engine.
And this flight to this event was the one that ruined me for the rest of my life. I had a bad experience on a plane, and I have never been comfortable on a plane since. Where am I? I am just in the corner over here, hiding behind the bar.
Engine in real time. Let's go. Maybe that's not such a good idea.
I love how he fat-fingered the tilde key, trying to switch to the pistol.
Attention! Enemy Idris Captain.
What even was this? I don't even remember this demo. This was like a C? Squadron 42 is a thing. Look, guys, we can get 2 Idrises at 2 frames a second. I don't even remember this demo.
So I hope you enjoyed both seeing some of the 3.0 stuff that you're going to get to play very soon, and some of the stuff that will be in the near future.
Hurston.
And as I said, one of the things we're working on is fauna. So
And we saw like the actual in-engine fauna this past week, and it's so scuffed looking so far. So yeah.
So these are the Oni, the Zyphopod Oni crabs.
Totally
so
not
little scavengers
a
on
cutscene.
Hurston. And there's
Totally
quite a few
not
other
fake.
things that we're going to have on Hurston. We'll do it.
But these little guys will come back, I imagine.
But you'll have them running around and a bunch of other ones.
And bro,
There you
Hurston
go.
looks nothing like
there's
that.
Lawville, there's Hurston.
I think the way it's going to look is so much better.
Ready? Ready as I'll ever be.
We'll find out, sir.
Let's go.
I think this demo was the vertical slice, and it was like, whoa, okay, the characters are starting to look pretty good. And
all fluidly, not having a loading screen or a transition
this was like kind of
animation
cool.
or anything like that. So that was kind of that is what the vertical slice is really about to show. But a lot of the detail and the subtlety and the fluidity of it, will get dialed in as we finish off Squadron this coming year.
There's a few ships on part of that. That's actually, we'll go there later. Saw that. That's the Kraken. You can see the sides of the Kraken because it's got a cutlass on it and a Buccaneer, if you take a look and we zoom in. And it LODs it properly. There you go. So it's not a small ship.
That's my dream ship right there.
I don't know. Are there any ships coming and going? I'm on this build. I saw it like this morning.
And it's the same for the Kraken. The exterior we saw in the demo, with the exception of the landing gear, is the full game mesh for that. They absolutely work themselves to the bone getting that out. And it's for the trailer and for the demo. So they're both using the proper game asset. We haven't done any of the interior yet. And we're probably going to take a break from the Kraken and work on some other ships. So
Like another thing
They
you
sure
could do
took
on
a break
puzzle
from it.
is
When was
the
that?
satellite shut down. But if we maybe
4
get our
years ago?
multi-queue out.
5 years ago?
And perhaps cut away those restraints there.
It's a long break.
Get rid of that.
And it's actually content that's going in the game. It's not just for that.
Yeah, well, I think that was, the idea was like, yes, we can go and put a specifically scripted mission together, but let's build it right.
So now let's.
And what they were talking about there was the mission with that cutter tool. And that mission was in game. That was one of the best demos they ever did, because right away, almost immediately after that, that mission was in the game. Now, get your Pepe laughs ready. It's Theaters of Wartime, everyone.
Let's talk about the scenario or the theater that we built for CitizenCon.
We gotta take the space. I'll keep you updated as we go. We'll watch each other's back and come home in one piece.
Here it comes. Phase 1. Tell them it's real. Phase 2. Tell them we hit a snag. Phase 3. Never talk about it again.
It's going to be in an upcoming release. So it's going to be early next year. I want to go to Evocati. And early next year, I want to get it out. There's no reason to hold this back, right? We want to play this really, really quick. So I want to get you guys into it early next year.
Ooh, all right, Glenn. Just pretend that you're blending in.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Blend in. I love Chris pretending like those AI are going to react to him. We all know they can't.
Okay, so
everyone watching knew they couldn't.
We are now in the pyro system, and we streamed out Stanton as we were traveling, and streamed in pyro. Anyway, so
I just realized how duped I was by that. At this moment in time, we did have object container streaming, right? On server side. At that moment, we had server-side object container streaming. So, of course, they streamed something out and streamed another thing back in. It never meant that you went through a jump point and you connected to two different servers.
In this coming year, we were sort of showing you what we're going to do. So we are going to have the pyro system next year. Obviously, that brings in jump points.
We showed that first sneak peek at what pyro could be.
What year is it?
So as myself and as a team, we're all quite excited about starting that process.
The big focus for this year's broadcast is to spotlight existing tools, features, frameworks, and development that is actively being worked on already. Nothing is being built just for a demo.
And so if you look the part, maybe you're not scrutinized as much, and the AI won't.
I mean, these locations are going in the game. This is the one thing that Gaga does sometimes that I don't like, is he like calls out a thing and then shows the thing that we don't have, and then says that it was like, we'll say that like this was just wasted. These are going to be in the game, I would assume.
Won't notice you as quickly. In
that
other
hair,
cases,
though, yeah.
Maybe the safe will be hackable in the future. We'll be able to do whatever they want with it, either sell it or be able to use it somehow in a future mission.
It's in the game now, those items.
No keynote gameplay demo to headline this event, as this would pull valuable resources away from our game development teams.
Love it. That was the best thing. I hope they keep doing it.
The team and I
that
felt
way.
it was much more important.
But you know they're not, because we just read the monthly report and community's already focused on CitizenCon, all these things. I'm worried, man. I'm worried they're going to want to do something big again, and they shouldn't. They should just focus on the game. And I think they will. I think they will.
Focus on making development progress, so that we could maintain the pace of delivery we have been hitting since Alpha 3.14.
10 years ago, I stepped out onto a...
Here's the thing. Do they feel the need to do something big? Because I see that. Guarantee they feel the need to do something big. They don't. They shouldn't. Look at 3.18. They wiped, and they put out a major update, major technical update, right? With a few really cool things that people were super interested in. So many people flooded in, it destroyed everything. They don't need to do these kind of demos anymore. They need to make the game, and when they do, people come out in droves to play it. So it's like they don't need to feel that need to fake things anymore. They just need to make things, and then everything will be fine. And I think 3.18 shows that. So people are excited to play Star Citizen, even in the state that it's in. I just worry about this man's need to be Showtime, and not like in front of the camera. He goes in front of the camera once a year. I don't think he's like that, but to like do something exciting, to show his vision as much as he possibly can. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Chris. I also think he's just so easy to goof on because of all these situations, and he's the easiest target, and we just like to make fun of the situation we're in, because if we weren't laughing, we'd be crying, right? So it's just too easy.
Stage at GDC Online in Austin, Texas, and revealed Star Citizen to the world. Just a proof of concept demo cobbled together in CryEngine by myself, the help of a few people in their spare time. And it has only been possible by building it outside the traditional publisher system, with a direct relationship to our secret source, you, our community. 10 years ago, the ship I arrived on was a single-seater. Where we're going in the future, we're going to need a bigger ship. I present to you the only constant. The next 10 years and beyond, and the community.
Oh, we did that as an area. Cheers.
And cheers.
No other industry in the world would have a weekly behind-the-scenes documentary series that I now get to do from a spaceship landed on one of Pyro's planets.
We, the developer, intend to treat you with the same respect we would give a publisher.
It's an interesting come all the loop back around to same respect you would give a publisher, which is fake demos, so you look like you've made progress.
Some of you have heard my piece, vertical slice. Wait till you hear horizontal slice. Oh, that was so bad. So there it is, the Squadron 42 soundtrack. You can buy it in any format you want, as long as it's CD. I'm Jeff Sinelli, composer for Star Citizen, Squadron 42, and I approve this CD.
All right, guys, let's link that one to you. I always get depressed after I watch Golgot's videos because you always just get reminded of how bad things actually are. Man,